It's the Green Bay Packers taking on the Detroit Lions.
We are at the oldest continually operating stadium in the NFL as you get a look inside Lambeau Field in Green Bay, Wisconsin. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Detroit Lions and the Green Bay Packers. Along with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, we look at this Packer team as we enter play here. They come in playing pretty good football. Winners of 4 of their last 6 games.
And last week they put together a 3-touchdown victory and were never challenged in that game. Let's see if they have a little bit of a letdown here.
Meanwhile, for the Lions here, they've been pretty good after back-to-back victories.
And going back through the tape, I thought they looked pretty good last week. It was a solid win, a comprehensive win.
Two teams that have met at least twice a year since 1932. The Lions and Packers underway from Lambeau. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25. So here are the Lions now coming out for their opening drive. And a glance here at the man calling the plays under center, their 6'4" quarterback.
And it felt like it watching the game tape. He got everyone involved last week. He was a manager. He really was. That's a great way to put it because they ran the ball some, they threw it accurately. 1 touchdown pass. They didn't, break the bank doing that, but he didn't throw any interceptions. That's the bottom line. That's why a defense loves a quarterback like that. Doesn't put them in bad situations.
They'll run for the first time with Johnson. He finds an opening past the 40. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards.
Well, partner, I have to say they called him in the right defense there. Nickel set, 5th defensive back on the field, and they love to run against that because now you typically get a bigger blocker on a smaller defender.
Yeah, because those DBs like you, they want the interception. They're not as worried about the running play, right?
Not at all. And I still remember being in school, and one of my offensive line teammates used to say, boy, I'd love to come downfield and hit you little people.
Good run there. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Here's Johnson. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain. The numbers for Johnson in last week's game: 17 carries, 79 yards, and a touchdown.
They've won 2 straight games, and have done it with the running game as the focal point of their offense. So in this contest, I don't think about doing anything else. I continue to ride the hot hand that I've established and lead with the runners.
The pass complete to Kenny Galladay.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
And he'll find Galladay. That's complete. And he is going to have a Lions first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. From the gun, a run for Johnson. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Running from the gun, Johnson. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And he will find his man on the outside.
The pass.
Pretty solid start for the rookie here on this first drive, Charles.
Able to have some confidence, stepping back into the pocket, move around a little bit, find open receivers, and deliver. That just means his confidence is going to continue to grow because he's getting more and more comfortable with each completed pass.
And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. A gain of 6 there on first. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
At the Packers.
Flag comes in. This might be a free play. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off down near the 5. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line. Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call. Mark off the 5 and keep it moving.
They go back to the ground with Johnson. And the Lions are going to have a 1st and goal forthcoming as he takes this down to about the 5-yard line. Give him 4 on the carry there at 2nd and goal. And the ball smacked down on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. In trouble, and he'll go down back at the 12. Dean Lowry just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7.
2nd goal, last thing you need to do is get pushed backwards to take a sack. But he couldn't find anywhere to go with the football. Had to eat it and ended up on the ground.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Packers pick it up. And they will take over at the 26-yard line. Veteran Green Bay quarterback Aaron Rodgers ready to go for drive number 1 along with the rest of this Packer offense.
And he ought to have a lot of pep in his step after last week's performance because he did exactly as you want him to play if you're a coach. 3 touchdown passes, 0 interceptions, which usually means you're making a lot of right decisions out there.
And got him the win. Now after the fumble recovery, it's Rodgers. Caught right side, it's Snead. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. The end result, 21 yards.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. He uncorks it for Snead. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
Incomplete.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
And 10.
Throwing again. Rodgers. Escaping the pressure right. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. And that one drops incomplete as he got popped as he was throwing it.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. And a nice job here to down this one right on the 5-yard line.
Well, someone's going to be happy with that effort. You know who else is going to be happy? His defense.
Absolutely.
He's created a very long field for that offense to try to traverse.
And he got some help from Mr. Football there, checking up nicely. Good English on that punt. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
A quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers playing with their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the 2nd and the 3rd level.
Johnson on the carry.
And he will take this up to about the 8-yard line. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
3rd down.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Caught on the right side by Jones. And they're going to get him down shy of the 1st at about the 13-yard line. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down.
What we hear so often, how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game. but it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. Third down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go and make the tackle right away.
The Packers take over.
The Packers offense here coming back out for their second drive. And you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
And are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the number one goal? Make the playoffs. Number two, win your division. Number three, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the number one seed so you get that first round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way.
Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers. And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown. Alan Lazard, his first touchdown on the year, as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Well, we had the scoreless first quarter of play. We sure didn't have to wait long into the second quarter to get some action on the scoreboard.
So was the first quarter a feeling out process? I mean, that was an interesting quarter, wasn't it? Because we had some action, we had some good play. Just didn't have any points. So now, it's game on.
Lions, nothing.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Steven Sims now on the return. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They'll be looking to match that touchdown from a moment ago. 7-0 is the score as they begin with a first down. And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage with a flag down here to boot. So they may back up further. That one whistled against a big right tackle.
You'd think being able to fire out and block, it'd be a lot easier to not commit a holding penalty, but it's tough to keep those guys right in front, isn't it?
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a second and long.
He's out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage.
Now a throw for the left sideline, and he's got it.
The pass complete to Steven Sims.
It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a third down.
But it's third down.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. He'll drop this down to Johnson underneath. And a good job defensively. They stop him short of the first at the 32. That one good for only 6, and it leaves him with a fourth down.
How about that strategy there, Brandon? Third down. They just said, we've got faith in our tackles. We'll give you the short stuff, and just decided to protect the sticks. So every time I hear fans telling me tackling's not a part of the game anymore, plays like that, I can clip and save and show them you have to tackle well if you want to be a good defense.
So here are the Packers now to take over. They've won 2 straight, and they lead this one as well as they come up on 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Rodgers. Airing it out, looking for Ridley. And the defense loses him. It's complete. Down the numbers. There he goes. Touchdown, Packers. Calvin Ridley hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Packers are able to strike quickly for 6. I don't think you can get any more efficient or tidy, whatever word you want to use in that. Man, one play, 75 yards, end zone.
Yeah, efficient, tidy, excellent words. How about explosive? 75 yards, one play. That means everyone handled their assignment, doesn't it? It doesn't just mean that the defense broke down. They really executed the way that was drawn up on the whiteboard. Big-time play, big-time result.
And the Lions are able to cover this one up.
The
Second quarter onside kick there that failed. Is that something that maybe they had dialed up before this game started?
It feels like it, doesn't it? That they thought they had the right situation, you know, and the right approach in going after it. Also may signal that they feel like they have the superior team, that they can try these sorts of things and it won't come back and hurt them later.
Give them a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. And he's taken down inside the 30.
Steven Sims.
11 yards there. 1st down.
1st down, Lions.
Out of the gun. They'll look to throw. Open man. He's got him, the tight end, Hockenson. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half. I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Jair Alexander. He's at the 50. The 30. 20.
Baby.
And into the end zone. It's a pick 6 and a Packer touchdown.
Touchdown, Packers.
Partner, what we just saw, that's a great example of a team that was really amped up. They've been playing so well, yet they didn't get overexcited and have a bust on defense and gave up a big play. Instead, they created their own big play with a pick 6. This one may be over.
Yeah, it's just the first half, but that lead has swelled to the point where you're wondering if it is over already. And it is now 21-0. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. Here's Sims to return. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
The Lions take over 1st and 10. At their own 20.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And following the pick 6, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
11 yards there, 1st down.
When you're struggling on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
Now the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. Kenny Clark able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
If you rank 1 from the bottom in statistics, that's usually not good in this league. And this team, 1 from the bottom in sacks, but somehow they've got 3 in this game. What's going on?
I know, they're 31 of 32. They better be careful, or they're going to be top 30 in the league. I think you mentioned in the opening drive that these guys needed to establish the run, protect the young QB. Actually wrote that down, believe it or not. So how would you assess things so far?
I'm kind of touched that you actually wrote something like that down. I appreciate that, partner. But I do think they've been able to do that. Maybe not as effectively as they wanted to, but I think we'll see more of as this game goes along because they want to continue to take care of that young QB.
14 yards, but they're still well shy of a first as that leads to 4th down. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
A pretty good punt, but a nice 13-yard return. And it'll be Packer football here. 1st down and 10. Out comes Calvin Ridley and the offense for their next drive. It's really been a blistering start to the season for him so far. He's on pace to blow past 1,000 yards. The good receivers, it's interesting, though. You put extra coverage on them, they probably view that as a challenge. All right, I'm going to go after this. You put one guy on them, then they feel disrespected, and they want it to. So how do you cover it?
You're exactly right. That's an insult, right? Especially the year that he's having. But I just have to go ahead and I'm not going to insult him. I'm going to respect him. I'm sending as many people as possible. But one of the reasons he's having this type of a start is despite that type of coverage, he finds a way to what we call uncover late. Ball's thrown, even though there's coverage there, he's the one who can go up and come down with it, finds a way to get to the football.
And the offensive line has given them time in the pocket to have that uncovering late. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
He certainly had a good game throwing the ball so far, but I think he was trying to take that from good to great with that throw, trying to get one downfield.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for second down. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. Shotgun now for Rodgers. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
That might be the third down stop that they needed because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
Now a high kick, almost a pooch punt. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Lions will have excellent field position here as they take over 1st and 10.
35-yard line.
The Lions offense, they get ready to head back onto the field. And this, you'd hate to say that a drive in the first half must end in points, but you're down 21-0. They're going to have to get something going fairly quickly.
I would agree totally with that because if you're going to mount the comeback, it's going to have to come in bits and pieces. It doesn't just all come at one time, right? We haven't seen anything more than a 6-point touchdown ever in this game, right? So that's how it has to be done. Get points on the board now. Start your comeback. But you're exactly right. Let's get it going right here in this spot.
The throw taken in by Sims. And down inside the 15 he goes. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
3 at the 6-yard line.
And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Jair Alexander. And the return won't go anywhere. They'll be back deep in their own territory at the 2-yard line. Second interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on.
Oh, and he's not going to make it out of the end zone. The push too strong, and that'll be a safety. And you know, the man who sat in my chair the last few years, he has a theory. These plays, these safeties, they're so rare. Maybe they should be worth more than 2, maybe 4 points.
I think he's got a great point. I really do, Brandon. But I would go ahead and up it to 6. I'm a former defender. Oh. To me, that's like scoring a touchdown.
Easy now. I'll go 4. I don't know about 6.
Come on. Come up to 6.
That's a lot of points. Here's the Packer defense getting set to go again. And a big reason they have the lead right now, as we see on the screen, their 3 turnovers.
And how about the emotion now that the defensive team is generating for the entire team? Creating the turnovers, what they call takeaways, and turning those into points for their team. That's why they have the lead, and that's got to be exciting for those guys on the defensive side of the ball.
Open man here, Sims complete. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down.
A gain of 13 yards. And the Lions first down.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Going right side here, and that's complete. And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the second quarter.
A gain of 13 yards.
So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. This will be from 56 yards out. And this one will not get there. It's off to the left anyway. It's no good, and this score will stay right where it is. And that's the risk of the long field goal miss here at this stage of the second quarter. You give up great field position.
And that gives them one more opportunity to make something happen and something big. And we've seen crazy stuff happen at the end of halves.
He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And finally down at the 36-yard line. So that would have been something from that distance, but to no avail. Comes up empty as we have reached the intermission. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, all right, Brandon, thank you very much. Hi again, everyone. Let's get you caught up with what's going on around the NFL as we are officially into the second half of the season.
Due to time constraints, we move you forward in today's broadcast to the beginning of the third quarter. So it's the Packers set to receive the kick. They've got the lead as well as we are underway in the third quarter. Now a hit and a loose football. And this is scooped up by the Lions.
Fumble on the play. Recovered by the kicking team.
Let's just call that play exactly what it is. Needed, because they wanted to get back in the game, and they knocked the ball free, and now they have a chance to do exactly that.
They've got the chance. Now they have to take advantage. So now, just like that, things change dramatically. It's first and goal. They'll try and run. This is Johnson. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
This is a tough situation offensively because down 3 scores, the field goal kicker's not even going to come into play here. As an offensive play caller, though, you know you have to take chances. This is a time to get creative.
Second and 9 now. And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. Well, Zadarius Smith there getting in and bringing him to the ground. I don't care if you're taking it in round 1, you're undrafted, whatever. As a rookie quarterback in this league, you're going to have games where you face adversity like this.
Lessons. All the time you're going to face these lessons. The key for this guy is will he be able to bounce back in the next one? Because right now, this has not been his game.
He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over him.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
Makes the score Packers 21.
So he missed that field goal earlier, but he says not this time. Able to knock it through, give his guys 3.
I like his poise. I like his confidence, his belief in himself. Sometimes when you miss that first one, you see a lot of guys sag and they can't make the next one. Not in this case. He stepped right up like a pro.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Green Bay offense ready to take over. Rodgers will bring the pack up with a 1st and 10 at their own 22. He'll begin the drive with a give to Jones. And he'll get about 3 as he takes this up near the 25.
Number 33.
In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Airing it out, looking for Ridley. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Duron Harmon. And they will finally get him as he's all the way down near the 40-yard line.
Intercepted by the Lions.
If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique, and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance. He's helping his team in a huge way.
Complete to Kenny Galladay.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down.
2nd and 5 at the 36-yard.
Off the draw. Here's Johnson. And he stopped immediately there.
Johnson.
They'll say no gain on the play there. Now it'll be 3rd down.
No gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
He'll look to throw. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he is going to have a Lions first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. First down, Detroit, 16 yards on the pickup.
First down, Detroit.
Johnson. And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19. Now I think we're going to get a timeout here. Yes, a timeout here as it looks like we've got a Lion that's shaken up. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. That is caught inside the 5. Now the ball comes loose, and this is going to be Packer football. These defenses have become so opportunistic, and no matter what you're playing, in this case wide receiver, you got to be careful.
You certainly do, because there is a phrase in today's football that we use all the time: completing the process of the catch. Well, it's after you do that where the trouble begins, right? Meaning you've tucked it away, you're trying to get downfield, but someone's always coming up trying to rake at the ball and knock it free.
They're quite a turn of events. This is 1st and goal from the 3. They'll run it with Johnson. Able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop it right around the 1.
Ball carrier.
Well, he did get a taste the previous week. He got into the end zone, trying his best to get there in this game. So far, he's been denied.
To Johnson again. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
I know they'd love to take some heat off of that young quarterback, but so far, not much in the running game, and this won't help things either.
And he's going to go down just outside of the 5, right around the 6-yard line. Jair Alexander in for the corner to make the sack.
So if we recount real quick, he had the touchdown earlier, and now he comes up with the sack here. No doubt about it, he's having himself a game.
Rosa's kick is good, and that will cut the lead down to 13. So they recovered the fumble, but ultimately could not take advantage of the short field.
Definitely a lost opportunity right there. I mean, they were in prime position to put 6 on the board, ended up settling for 3.
1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. The 3rd quarter has not been kind to them. After they built that lead at intermission, they've seen that lead shrink.
And how much of that is simply execution? How much of that is maybe you lose your edge a little bit because you've got a lead? And you do have to credit the other team some because they've made some adjustments to start to slow them down. Can they find those counters now? Those extra plays or plays they haven't run that'll be effective and get them back moving again?
They'll be looking for something here, anything to seize that momentum back. Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Another big play here as they strike for 31. They lulled them to sleep there, so to speak. That was all set up by the running game, wasn't it?
Another example of what all offensive coordinators tell us. When the running game's operating, it really opens up the playbook, and that's when they hit them with the play action. And you can see the defenders rushing towards the line of scrimmage, then scrambling back, trying to cover.
And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40.
I know there'll be a little bit of criticism there because they went right back to the air after the huge pickup and ended up getting sacked. That's often a play that you make. You feel like you've got momentum on your side.
Unfortunately, the O-line failed to hold up to try to keep that momentum going. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. Touchdown, Packers. Calvin Ridley with touchdown number 2 in the game and now 11 on the year. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further. And, man, Charles, talk about singing something in there. Those gloves, they help with one-handed catches, the fun stuff. Any padding for a rocket like that?
One would think so, but I'll guarantee you this. After that throw, his hands will hurt later. Not right now in the moment. He's just feeling good about catching it.
Yeah, a little stinger, but a touchdown. So now Rodgers will lead the Packers up to go for 2. Here's Rodgers to throw. And this is going to be caught. It's good. And that extends their lead by 2 more. 29. So they're able to throw it in for the 2-point conversion. Sometimes that can be a risky play, but they got it.
Yeah, you always have to be careful here because if you do get it intercepted, it's returned by the defense, that's 2 points for them. But he identified an open target and put it right on him.
Here's Sims to return. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Another shot now for this Lions offense. They're down 3 touchdowns to this point, needing to put something together as they have it 1st and 10. They begin the drive with Johnson. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. They go to Johnson again. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Maybe a gain of a yard that time, but yeah, from the spot, actually no gain. So 3rd and long.
And it brings up 3rd down.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Jair Alexander. And his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line. Yes, folks, that is his 3rd interception, and I'm going to use one of the most overused phrases in football. He's a ball-hawking safety.
I love the way that you called for the shot there. That's perfect, though, because there is something to that. Being a safety often allows you freedom to roam around the defense, maybe not a specific assignment. Today, his assignment, find the football, and he's done so quite well.
Now, I think we can get used to seeing more of that in this 4th quarter, especially if they're having success on the ground like they did there.
Yeah, I think back when we met with the head coach in preseason, and all he talked about was building a bully. And I think it was this situation he was envisioning. Trying to ice a game, plenty of time left, but being able to give the ball to his big runner and pound away and try and finish off a game.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Now a 1st down carry by Jones. And he'll take this one down near the 15. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
This will be caught at about the 6. And the Packers are going to be set up with a 1st and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation is a... And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Aaron Jones, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Packers add on to their lead. So another score there. Often you talk about the 3 phases of the game. Defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a 4th phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
They are looking strong here in the 4th quarter. Good. Point after, right down the middle. And that'll increase their lead to 28. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Here's Sims to return. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this 4th quarter. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down.
5 brings up 2nd and 5.
Here's a throw out wide complete to his running back right side. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. Boy, how good has this defense been seemingly all game long?
I really think right from the first snap, I think you're really onto something there. In this passing game, it just can't get off the ground. And that play, it wound up losing yardage.
And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. They'll get 17 that time, and the Lions have a 1st down.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another 1st down. It will. Again, he'll drop to throw. Over the middle, open is Thomas. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 12 more yards there and another 1st down.
12. 1st down, Detroit.
Back to throw again. That's to his running back, Kerryon Johnson. Nothing at all on that one. It'll be 2nd down.
That was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained. So they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. The throw over the middle taken in. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. The Lions on 3rd down. They're right at about the league average, 40%, 4 for 10. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Screen play, Johnson. And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And he will have the 1st down before he's tackled at the 12. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Now they go screen. It's complete. And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15. But despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. 2nd down. And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line. He's sacked. Zadarius Smith picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. And that is incomplete.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Jair Alexander. And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. And into the end zone. It's a pick-6 and a Packer touchdown.
Well, there's just about a minute left in this game, and they're still taking it into the end zone. And you know they could have taken a knee there, but they decided to play this one all the way out. And I think their philosophy is, we're going to give you everything we've got. If we just go ahead and take a knee now, we're actually showing you disrespect that way, like taking pity on you. They're not about to do that to their opponent.
They're going for 2. They'll kick the point after. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick six. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. That's fielded on the back line of the end zone. And Sims says, let's bring it out to the 25.
25-yard line.
Here's the Detroit offense now as they head back out onto the field.
Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side in this one.
Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
2nd and 10 at the...
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Packer pressure, and down he goes. Zadarius Smith able to record his 5th sack of the season. And you hate to say it with a rookie quarterback. He's done some good things, but overall, a little bit overwhelmed back there, hasn't he? And my goodness, another interception. Kevin King with a pick. And they're going to set up shop at the 32-yard line.
Intercepted. The Packers take over 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. From the shotgun, a give to Jones. And he takes it in for the score on the game's final play, so it doesn't affect the outcome, but a little whipped cream on top to their ending.
Or as our friends in Bayou Country would say, that's a little lagniappe, a little extra on top.
Packers 49.
Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Packers, they close out this first half at a very solid 6-2.
And they'll get to stay home again next week as Washington comes to town.
Meanwhile, for the Lions, the struggles intensify as they drop to 2-6 now on the year. And they'll look to get back in the winning column next week as they head to Foxborough to face off against the New England Patriots. So for Charles Day.